Hey YouTube, welcome back to another All Engines Go push along review video, and this time it's Gordon. And I'm gonna be honest with everyone, but I am actually a little impressed of this model. Not gonna lie, Mattel, Fisher-Price, they really did a good job with this Gordon, and it looked like they did put a great amount of effort to it. But there's still this model does have a little mix, and I'll get to that in a bit. I think you all can already tell what it is. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know what to say about this model, and I don't want to keep this review video short. So before I start my thoughts on this Gordon, I want to share my opinions on Gordon in general in the reboot. Um, when he was announced that he's going to be the father figure of Thomas and the others, I wasn't too happy about that. I wasn't too happy of what the show has done to Gordon. Because Gordon is no longer this, boastful or this moment and where he's like expressed coming through, or we never get to hear him say all the indignity in the reboot. I mean, it's annoying at times in the original show, but I mean that's Gordon. But yeah, in the reboot, he's no longer boastful. He's no longer that. We don't ever get to see him pull the Express. I mean, one of the episodes we see him pull Annie and Clarabelle, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel Gordon to me in the reboot. I pretty much prefer the Gordon in the original show. I mean, if you all like Gordon in the reboot, that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. But me personally, as a longtime fan since I was a little child, I've always liked Gordon in the original show as a kid. And seeing that Mattel has definitely made changes in the reboot, and yeah, not the biggest fan of Gordon's character in the reboot. It just doesn't feel Gordon to me, in my opinion. But that's really about it. So, anyways, let's get on to the review. Like I said, there's really not much to say about Gordon, but I'm gonna give my absolute best to think of words. So, um, definitely amazing face, very accurate to the show. I think his face looks really good. That's the Gordon face in the reboot. Um, no painted buffers, of course. Mattel, you put so much effort into this. Oh, good lord, Mattel, you put. Oh my god, Gordon keeps falling off. Good god, there we go. Like Mattel, you've put so much effort to this model, and there's like you put no painted buffers. But the good thing is, his buffers is the correct buffers as it was shown in the reboot. Although I do wish painted buffers was percent. Not much to say. I do like the block zone. Oops. Okay, I'm messing up pretty bad in this review. Knocking stuff over and knocking Gordon down. I can't get Gordon straight up. There we go. Nice block cylinder there. I do like the splat water, those wheel splashers on him. The nice windows, and also I do like the whistle at the top. It actually looks really good. It actually looks like Thomas's whistle there. Nothing at the back, except that Gordon has buffers at the back for some reason. I don't know why this is becoming a habit on every tender engines. That's something that Mattel really needs to fix. I'm sure Mattel knows what they're doing, but don't care at the same time. It's like, it's no big deal. It's just buffers. Who cares? Buffers at the front for some odd reason. And no painted buffers at the back. You know, it's funny. James gets painted buffer, well, only the front and not at the back, but you know, they really did get a good job on Gordon. I'm going to give him that, but I just wish painted buffers are percent. No painted buffers at the back, and for some reason it's circle. It's not the correct shape of Gordon's buffers. Not a bad tender, really nice. I'm not sure what those two empty spaces are. I'm not sure why that's there. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's very odd to look at it. And also, James has the same thing, but again, not sure why there's empty spaces on Gordon's tender, the front and the back. Looks very weird. Not sure what the purpose is, but whatever. It's what it is. So, that's about it, really. Sorry if I'm not saying much about this model. But I'm going to be honest, this is a really good model. Very accurate to All Engines Go. This is a very perfect model for All Engines Go. That's the only good positive thing I have to say about this model. I really do like this model. It's not my favorite. It never will be. But I do wish the buffers would be painted, and I wish Mattel would stop adding buffers at the back of the tender engines or adding buffers at the front of the tender. But really good model, just wish to paint the buffers. But yeah, really good model. If you like Gordon, I would recommend picking up the push along one. Definitely looks really good. But I won't be picking up the motorized Gordon. I wouldn't say this model is perfect, because when I looked at Thomas, he's almost a little bit big than Gordon. Like, he's like this height, a little bit. And by looking at Thomas's face, his face is like really big. And looking at Gordon here, he's got a little bit of a small face. I do think this is the right Gordon from the show. Nothing wrong with the boiler, nothing wrong with the cab, nothing wrong with the tender, except the buffers at the front are there. But overall, I do think Gordon looks good. Not my favorite though. And that is it. What are your thoughts on Gordon? I'd like to hear your opinions in the comments below, as long as the comments don't get turned off, but whatever. But thanks for watching, everyone. That's my overall thoughts on Gordon, and I will talk to you guys